Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody, let's take a look again on the gold market. So as you could see, right since yesterday and Monday opening, markets mostly give us no direction. So you could see what is going on in other currencies. It's actually on the gold market as well, in euro currency. Well, currently it seems that signs of some indecision stands relatively high. So market just is trying to find the direction, so find the next step to be made, and that makes some reflection on intraday price performance. Because if we'll take a look on the daily chart, everything what we talked about actually stands the same. So we see the same patterns, all of them are valid, and as a butterfly is a engulfing pattern, and none of them is completed yet. So market hasn't reached the 30% support to complete the butterfly target. Market hasn't shown any ABCD extension to complete the engulfing pattern. So all this stuff suggests a bit deeper downside action. At the same time, you see that some lack of the harmony of this performance. So intuitively, we prefer to get some kind of the similar shape of the pattern. It's just some kind of the symmetry in this performance, suggesting a bit higher standing top here to get the right arm and get the clear hand shoulders. But it seems that gold has real problems to form it. If you take a look at the 4 time frame chart, here's an interesting thing to consider. Recall what we talked about this upper direction last week. We said that this is a reaction on the confidence support, and this is normal. But later our conclusion was that market actually was not able to just reverse. It shows the bounce and stopped approximately the same area, 20 or 8 right there. Now we have another challenge. Market once again tests the same support and pullback stands smaller. So this is mostly attempt to break the level, and every time reaction stands a bit smaller than the previous one. And this contradicts to the performance that we have on the euro currency. On the euro currency was showing yesterday a significant upward action back to the top. So from that standpoint of view, we have some kind of the bearish type of action, and it seems that this signs of weakness. But if you take a look at the shape of this, ignoring the possible head and shoulders, you will see that, for example, you could just draw it as a falling wedge on the hourly chart, on the 4 time frame chart as well. And from that standpoint, it's well, supposedly might be looking like the bullish sign, because as we know, the falling wedges are usually the bullish pattern. It's a bullish continuation, upward breakout. But here I have few problems to treat it as like the bullish. So first is reasons that I explained you right there with the performance on the confidence, and second, when we're talking about hourly wedge as potentially bullish, we forget about targets on the daily chart. And the higher time frame is always more important than the lower time frame. So if you have the wedge on the lower time frame, it is less important than the daily patterns and daily targets. And that makes me think that it seems that well, probably we should see still the downward action here in completion of this destination point. Besides, gold has not doesn't support the performance on the euro currency. So we do not see the same upward action as like on the euro. It means that the performance on the euro is mostly the achievement of the euro itself. Expectation of the rate change, recent positive sentiment data in the German economy. So that is some personal euro driver, not because of the dollar weakness, for example. And otherwise we should see the same story on the gold market as well, but we do not see it. So that being said, currently I'm still do not want to consider taking the long position by far, because definitely we do not see enough bullish signs to make the decision on the position taken. on the long side. On the bearish side, until these patterns are valid, theoretically I think that it might be considered if you will see some pullbacks, something like here, market forming some upside reactions, some fib levels, it is possible to consider taking the short position. Of course, it's not a good idea trying to buy right at the confluence, but once market will show them upward balance, and if even it will form some kind of the hand shoulders still, so we see this upward action to this area, although currently it seems not very probable, but we have a lot of statistics released this week and everything could change. And if we will get still the normal shape of the hand and shoulders, this is one of the points that we could consider as well. Currently, as I said, I'm not considering taking the long position, so I can't give some recommendation to the bulls. If you still think that your gold is preparing for upward continuation immediately, you could use the shape of the wedge pattern, try and take position as possible, as closer to confidence support and lower body of the wedge. Because if you will be right, indeed, here's upside potential will be significant. For the bears, just watch for bounce up from the confluence. When it will be more or less significant, you could consider taking the new short position. So all the stuff we will cover in daily updates as usual.